Hi guys, it's Paige at Comfort Books, and I kind of dropped off the YouTube planet for the last couple days. I was participating in the BookTube-a-Thon, and the last like 3 or 4 days, I got a wicked bad cold, and I didn't manage to read barely anything for those days. So I read as much as I could in those 4 days. Like I barely read anything, but I read a little bit. So I didn't do update videos because I really was just doing the same thing because when I dropped off, I was in the middle of reading the 500-page book. So the few times that I did read, I read just a little bit more and a little bit more of that. So I'm still on the back, but I'm here to do the BookTube-a-Thon Wrap Up post video thing, just to let you know what happened and what I accomplished. So in the beginning, I didn't read this whole book for the BookTube-a-Thon, but I read the end of it for the BookTube-a-Thon, and that's Skull Creek Stakeout by Eddie Jones. I got this for review, and I planned on finishing it before I started the BookTube-a-Thon, but I didn't end up. So I read like a good chunk of this. I read like this much for the BookTube-a-Thon. That's about it. But this ended up being really good, and my review is up on Goodreads, so I'll leave the link below. And then the second book that I started during the BookTube-a-Thon and finished was Nevermore by James Patterson, and this goes to the challenge of completing a series. So I finished the Maximum Ride series, which I was so bummed about finishing because this book was really, really good, but that series is like my favorite series, and I didn't want it to end. That's why I put off, because I pre-ordered this and got it when it came out, like the day before it came out, I got it. And I've been putting it off since then because I just didn't want the series to end. But it ended up being really good, so I'll leave the link to the review on Goodreads below as well. And then for the next challenge, I did so bad. Like, I wanted to finish a couple challenges, but I only actually finished one challenge. Like, I didn't even read 300 pages a day at all, ever, which sucks, but, I tried. Hopefully, at the next readathon, I'll do better. But anyways, the next challenge that I wanted to fulfill was the 500 pages, the book with 500 pages or more. So I picked up House Rules by Jodi Picoult, and I read a lot of it, because last night was the end, and I didn't finish it last night. I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna finish it later today because I have this much left. But I read from about this blue sticky note to like where my finger is in the BookTube-a-Thon. So I read a good 300 pages good 300 pages out of this book. I just didn't read it all at once, and I didn't finish it on time. But it's really, really good so far. I'm hoping to finish it today and get my review up. So the link will be to the Goodreads page because I won't have I won't have my review up by the time this video goes up. But sometime. I feel like I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember. Say something else about this book, but I can't remember. Oh, and the other book that I was working on a little bit here and there was Lethal Inheritance by Tahlia Newland, which I have a blog tour for in August. So I read about a good 50 pages of that for the whole readathon. I probably should have done more, but So my total pages ended up being 898, which is pretty good for me in a week. But I didn't make it to the 2100. No, I didn't make it to that at all. But I finished, so I ended up reading 2 books. Technically I only finished 1 book in the whole challenge, but I finished a small one. And then I completed 1 challenge. So I kind of did awful. But you gotta do awful. I'm a beginner. You gotta do awful once, at least once, and then you can get better. So yeah, that is my BookTube-a-Thon wrap up. That's everything that I accomplished, and I hope to do better next year if there's a next year. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.